Hi, I'm Angela, fashion designer and online instructor, and this entire season is about travel. Packing, what to pack, bags to pack. You're going to enjoy it so much. So to get started, I thought I'd tell you about traveling. What to pack. These 3 garments I made they can all mix and match, and they all roll up in the suitcase. So let's talk a little bit about what to pack. Years ago, my mom used to have a suitcase, and hers would be about this big, and mine would be about this big. And I thought, okay, what's going on here? Well, let me show you a few tips. Here's a whole stack of tops. Number 1, the fabrics that I chose, none of them wrinkle. I always grab a tank top, and in the color coordination behind me, I stuck with navy, so everything matches navy. So I didn't need 5 pairs of pants. I could actually get away with 1 or 2. Same with tank tops. So there's a tank top. This is actually a silk. It's a silk knit, and this fabric, it absolutely wrinkles, not at all, and it's breathable. That's a great fabric. Here's another one, just like the jacket behind me. I bought a whole bolt of this. It's wonderful. And all it is a rayon knit. It has a little bit of poly in it, but it's still breathable where you don't sweat. And look it, not even a wrinkle. Here's another one. This is what they call an Ity knit. Notice these have all come in my suitcase to the studio, and none of them are wrinkled. These are great, and not only that, if you have to wash them, you throw them in the wash, you hang them in the shower, and they dry off. Here's a top that we made a few seasons ago. Remember all this embroidery? Look at this, not even a wrinkle. This is a polyester knit. This is a great knit, but it's not quite as breathable as the others. Now, let's talk about these 2. These are my favorite tops. This is suede silk, and this is silk charmeuse. And all I'm gonna say is wrinkled mess. But guess what? I still bring them with me. Here's a little tip. When I made these tops, I washed them before I cut them out. So all I have to do is hang them in the shower, turn on the hot water, and the steam will actually get rid of all the wrinkles. And you don't have to worry about if you're out in the rain, you won't ruin your silk. And these bundle up really small in your suitcase. So there's some ideas for tops. Here's a couple dresses that you might not expect. This is an Ity knit. We made this in a past season, and it rolls up into a little ball, no wrinkles. How about an evening? You have to go to something really fancy? I wore this to New York once. This is a matte jersey. This is an embroidered sleeve, which gets a little wrinkly, but when you put it on, it disappears. And this also rolls up in a little ball. Now that's what I call good travel. Here's a top I just made. I love the sparkles. Kind of reminds me of fishing. The problem is it gets sparkles all over everything. So grab a few of these Ziploc bags because you just stash it in there, and then after you wear it, you can also put your dirty clothes in there. A few more tips for you. I always bring a lingerie bag, or I make a bunch of these bags, and because you know if your suitcase breaks, what's the first thing that's gonna come out on the tarmac? Yeah, you know, you've been there. So I pack a bunch of those bags and put anything that's personal in those. Let's talk about pants real quick. Here is a pair of pants. This is all knit. This matches the outfit behind me, and I'm just gonna come back here. One more time. So how many outfits do I have out of this? I have a matching skirt, a tank top. The tank top could go with this. The pants could go with this. The pants could go with that. All of that with just a handful of garments. This is great fabric, easy to sew. These pants have no side seam and a waistband. They literally take a half an hour. This is the same fabric, not very wrinkly. And this is one that actually shouldn't wrinkle very much, but it's a little thicker knit. So you'll notice when I squeeze it, and this is how you tell. Grab the knit, squeeze, and look it. A little bit of wrinkles. But you could actually hang these again in the shower in a little steam and it'll go away. But this would be my last choice. And this is the same fabric to the tank and the jacket behind me. So this isn't my favorite, but all the rest are. And the last couple things you need are a couple of jackets. This one is just a simple knit, almost like a lace knit. It matches just about everything. And this is a rayon knit, which I live in. This is just a nice jacket, very similar to the green one behind me. It doesn't wrinkle, and it's very quick and easy to sew. So what do all these outfits have in common besides that they don't wrinkle? I sewed them all with the serger. They're quick and easy, so why don't I teach you how to thread a serger, and then we're gonna make that green jacket behind me.